I'm Steve Ledden with OpticsPlanet. I'd like to explain a little bit to you about new holster break-in. I took a few holsters out of stock. This first one that we're going to be using is the Galco Fed paddle. This holster is made to fit a Beretta 92, a Beretta 92 FS, a Beretta 92F, a Beretta 92 Brigadier, a Beretta 92 like this Border Marshal. And it's important that the holster that you choose is for the exact model of the firearm you're trying to fit in here. One of the largest problems with fitting a new holster is that when, always quadruple check your gun is clear. It's a good idea also to put your thumb on the back of the slide to prevent the firearm from going out of battery when you're putting it in. This holster is pretty close. If you could see that snap, it's pretty close. It's maybe a quarter-inch away, and a lot of people, because they're working on it and they cannot close this holster, they're under the impression it doesn't fit. Leather holsters are like baseball mitts. They need a break-in period. And a proper way to break in a holster is to take the thumb strap and you want to warm it up and you want to move it and you want to stretch it. You want to stretch the fibers in this thumb strap. You do not want to put oil on it. You don't want to put mink oil on it. No neat's foot oil. What's going to happen if you do that is it's just going to become too supple and it's not going to be secure enough for your holster. So take the holster and sit in front of the TV and just play with the leather strap. You don't want to fold it, you don't want to crease it, but you just want to loosen up these fibers however you can, and it might take a while. Also, with a holster like this, many of them have tension screws. To get to a tension screw, this is a paddle holster, so you would loosen this paddle so you can get to the screws. It has a flathead screw on both sides. So for instance, on this holster, you need a screwdriver here, and you need a screwdriver here. So you would simply loosen this holster, or tighten it if you need to. 1 or 2 turns decompresses the rubber, so it makes it a little bit easier. Now, keeping my thumb pushing against the slide, and with that little bit, and you can see how tight it is. If you're able to take a pistol and stick it in this holster initially and leave it like this, it's not really going to stretch. You have to manipulate the fibers. You have to warm up the fibers of the metal. You have to break in the holster. It's exactly like breaking in a baseball mitt or a pair of shoes. You have to wear it. I said that we have to have the holster exactly match the model of the gun. This is a Beretta 92 Border Marshal. This is a Beretta 92 Vertec. The Vertec has really no chance of buttoning. It's a 92, but it's not a 92 FS, it's not a 92 Centurion, not a 92 Brigadier. It's a 92 Vertec. It will not fit this holster. It's not the proper holster model for this particular gun. Carbon fiber holsters are holsters that do not require fitting. They never move. This is a Blackhawk Serpa. It's an excellent holster. This Glock 22 in this Safariland Model 518, again, with your thumb on the back of the slide, push it in firmly. See, it's a little bit off. It's a little bit tight. People might think it's a little too tight. No, that's perfect. You want it very, very tight. If you have a problem snapping it initially, you're good to go because it will break in very nicely. Some other holsters, like for a standard 1911, this one is made to be holstered cocked and locked. Again, thumb on the back of the slide, push it in. Oh, you can see here, not very close at all. Yeah, I'm tugging, I'm pushing pretty good. That's about a 1/4 inch away. This is perfect. I won't do it now, but I will manipulate. If this was my holster, I will manipulate this holster. I will warm up the threads. I won't put any oil on it. I won't crease it. I won't fold it. I just have to work it. And I promise you it's going to fit marvelously. A lot of holsters that are made for larger guns will also perfectly accept shorter barrel guns, whether it be for a revolver or a semi-auto pistol. This 518 holster that is made for the Glock 22/17 will also very easily fit a holster made for the Glock 19. The only difference is you have a little bit more leather protruding beyond the muzzle of the firearm, but it doesn't make really any difference. Also, same thing goes for the plastic holsters. This is made for a 22/17 size Glock, but it will also fit the Model 19 very nicely. The things we spoke about here pertaining to holster fit also applies to magazine fit. The magazine holsters must be made for the particular size magazines. You can see these are both double stack magazines or double row magazines. This is for a Beretta, this is for a Glock. You can see, perhaps you can see how much wider this polymer cased magazine is than the Beretta. It is substantially wider. And when you're already looking at a very close fit, this will prevent the magazine from going into the holster made for the Beretta, particularly if they're carbon fiber with no stretch whatsoever or some kind of plastic. So it's very important to buy a holster for your specific model of firearm, not kind of, your exact specific model of firearm. If your thumb strap, if you have one, does not close, give it a chance. You want to work on it. The further the snaps are away from mating, the better your holster is going to fit once you get that darn thing in there. It does take a little manipulation. It does take a little bit of time. But once that firearm fits in that holster nicely, it's going to stay that way very nicely. There are some products that you can put on your leather goods, such as Gelco's leather conditioner, but it's not for the strap. It's not for the strap. It's for the inside of the holster to make the pistol draw more easily from it. It's also a good idea to put some on the outside of the holster once in a while. You can clean your holster with soap and water, mild soap and water, let it dry, but you need to keep a little bit of moisture on your leather. I hope you found this video somewhat informative, and this is Steve Ledden from OpticsPlanet. Thanks for watching.